For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds shall be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God. So the Lord really put a message on my heart that I really wanted to share with you all. And this message is about suicide, depression, anxiety, mental illness in general, and what a lot of that kind of stuff stems from. So there's a lot of men in this generation who are depressed, and I'm sure it's not just men in general, but it really correlates with becoming a man and growing up. So many men nowadays aren't even men. They act like grown children. They don't spend their money on things that matter. They spend their money on material items such as video games or shoes or clothes. And I'm not saying it's wrong to spend your money on those things, but the truth is your money should be spent well better. We're in a bad spot in this country, and that's obviously because of the current leader we have, but that's a topic for another discussion. My point is, men nowadays feel depressed and lonely because they don't have a purpose. Now, obviously, there's a lot of men nowadays who are not born again, but even if you are born again, you could still be depressed, you know what I mean? But my point with this is, men nowadays don't have a purpose, you know? They don't have a calling. They don't do anything with their lives. They sit around playing games, sit inside their house. They don't go outside, and I've been the same way. I mean, suicide is a very serious condition that men suffer with, and everybody suffers with. Well, not everybody, but I mean, I've suffered from suicidal thoughts before. But my point is if you don't have a job, and you don't have responsibilities and you don't have a purpose in that sense, then you're going to be depressed. We have so many parents nowadays that are just babysitting the children. They don't force them to get jobs. They don't force them to be hardworking. They don't force them to exercise. And all they end up becoming is a no-good pussy who offers absolutely nothing good to the table. If you're not pushing your kids and if you're not pushing people to be better and to work for the Lord and work out and get a job, I mean, really, the American dream that everybody from around the world wants and likes about this country is, guess what? Getting married and having children and being a good father and husband. That's the American dream. It's not, oh, let's go be rich, let's go spend our money on private jets, or let's go get Lamborghinis. That's not the American dream. The whole point of being a man is to do God's will. But becoming a father and a husband. And so many people nowadays just want women to, they worry about things that don't matter, like attraction and this and that, and you really don't have to worry about attraction, because at the end of the day, the woman God puts in your life, you'll find attractive, and you'll think she's the prettiest woman in the world. But my point is, the whole point of life is to honor God and do what He wants. But when it comes to being a man, you gotta have a job. If you don't, you gotta have a purpose. You gotta do something with your life. If you don't, you're gonna be depressed. Think about suicide. A lot of people do. So maybe the words I said were not the best. Maybe I'm not as well educated on this, but my point is, get a job. Do something with your life. And don't cling on to people that don't want to do stuff with their own. So, God bless you all.